Boy, Donnie, you got a good looking one here.
Man, I think we might get this one. This one looks good to me. We're down here at an undescribed location looking at us
A mobile home.
And it looks like it's a Fleetwood. You see that?
It's a Fleetwood, a Broadmoor by Fleetwood. Folks, we have some property that we're trying to put a mobile home on. It's not a mobile home park. It's just a lot of land, and we're trying to put a mobile home on it so we can rent it. And there's a place near us that sells used mobile homes. So they let you come down here and look at them. And they sell new ones too. This place is just packed with them. So it's kind of fun to come down here and check them out. And you know what we decided? We decided we would film it, record it, so that you can come along with us. It seems like a lot of people like walking through some of these older ones and just seeing how they used to be designed. If you look really close above those windows on the front, you can see the heat rising up off of that metal roof. Look at that, Donnie. You see it?
I don't know if they can see it through the camera.
I don't know if they can see it through the camera, but there is heat coming up off of that, and it is only about 80 today. It's not even that hot. It's November.
If y'all go back on our channel, we buy these things and we remodel them, basically. So we're down here looking at these. If we don't happen to buy one, we're looking to see how they're set up, and we're going to take the best of all the setups and put it into one of ours.
Yeah. So we're just checking out, you know, if this one maybe came out in 94 or something, and maybe that one came out in 96, and maybe that one came out in 98, and you can just see all the different stuff that the different companies did over the years. So it's kind of fun. We thought we had already shown this one on the channel, but apparently we have not. So we're going to check it out today. A lot of people are leaving comments saying, oh, that's not as nice as my stick-built home. Well, that's the whole point. They're a lot cheaper than a stick-built home. So yeah, they're not as nice in many ways. So, but it'll just give you an idea of what it's like, or you can imagine what it's like living in a mobile home that is a little a different year or whatever. So we'll check it out.
I've lived in one.
Yeah, we've lived in them when we were kids. We're brothers.
Let's walk around it. Right?
This from the outside, it looks, I mean, it needs cleaned. Obviously, at the top, you got that rust. By the way, you can clean that off.
Yeah, CLR.
Yeah, CLR, and then a barkeeper's friend will do it too.
Barkeeper's friend too, yeah.
This is a pretty clean looking one, with the exception of that. Like, it's just a nice design. It is a little older, obviously. You would think, looking at this, that maybe it's from the 80s. But Donnie brought up a good point. I don't think this place sells any that are older than about 95.
95 right now. In our county, you got to be 30 years. So yes, they could sell a 72 model in here, but it's got to stay in the county if it was already in the county.
Yeah.
So you cannot bring one in from outside the county and yada, yada, yada. So it would be hard for them to sell one past the 94 right now.
Yeah. So this one probably is from 94 or 95, even though it looks older.
I'm going to say 98.
98. You might not even believe that they made them like this that late, but it's a Broadmoor by Fleetwood. Let's see what the backside looks like.
I want to show one other thing on this one. We'll talk about I-beams a lot. Look at this one, Ronnie. This is not an I-beam.
Yeah, it's even bent.
That's a U channel.
Yeah.
Okay, look at this one right here, Ronnie. Look at that one. That one is what you would classify, I guess, an I-beam.
That's a good point.
So that's an I-beam, this is a U-beam.
Now, why is that important?
Well, you see how that one bent, that one wouldn't have bent.
Yeah. So you can imagine if they've used that underneath the home too, it's just not as strong.
These are going to be a cheaper version than that one.
Okay, so the back is more plain, which is common, but I got to tell you, it's in pretty good shape for its age. Whenever you see an older mobile home, a lot of times you don't see it still being straight like this and fairly clean and fairly complete. A lot of times there's you'll see the screws start popping out of the sides because the wood behind is rotted and all this crap. This one actually looks pretty.
Somebody took care of this one and it hasn't had a deck right up against it.
Yeah.
You get a deck right up against it and all the water goes splashing on it, tears it up.
Just checking to see if this has been repainted. I don't think it has.
Well, you can tell right there that has it for sure.
Yeah. So
that bottom has
it's all faded. If you clean that, it'll actually bring some of that color back too, believe it or not. Sure looks like it's been painted up there at the top, but I don't think it has. I think it's just that has held up its color really good over the years.
It's probably in a shaded lot somewhere.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna go inside and check out what the layout is like on a Broadmoor by Fleetwood. I wonder why Broadmoor. Is it a 16 instead of a 14? Should have brought our tape measure.
Okay, you want to go in it? It's got a doorbell on. Anybody home? Ain't bad.
Donnie's giving it the sniff test.
Ain't bad in here.
So it's got my favorite. That's right, folks. It has the Graceland windows.
Woohoo!
I made a post about that on your channel the other day, Donnie.
Did everybody go crazy about it?
Yeah. So at Graceland, there are windows like that in one of the walls. So I call them Graceland windows. Right here by the door, you can see the original flooring in a lot of these is this MDF, which is literally sawdust. And they have replaced it with OSB, which is a little thicker, handles water a little better. The problem you have is if it's raining, you open the door, water's coming in. Somebody walks in from outside, their shoes are wet, water comes in. Dog comes in, water comes in. And so you end up where the floors just rot away because originally it was like this. Any water is going to make that rot away.
Yeah, see, this one's already started again. It's already swelled up.
Yeah, it's a constant problem. So here's how you fix it.
Plywood.
You put plywood over there like they did in front of that window. So they did that one good. But over here, same thing. They did OSB. I will never understand this. It makes no sense to me. Why do they build them out of this particle board crap, the MDF, whenever it would just be a little teeny bit more money to use plywood? Maybe a couple $100 and the whole thing's plywood.
Yeah, and this green material here that's sprayed on there, they claim that's pressure treated.
Yeah, well.
But yeah, somebody clued us in on that on one of our videos. Said the green stuff is actually pressure treated, and they put it at the front doors and they put it at the in the bathrooms.
That's crazy.
But they just spray something on it.
That's a joke. I mean, that's a joke. But they all do it. Now, there were some companies that you could get plywood as an upgrade, or they bragged that they made it with plywood.
What was that? Palmer?
I don't remember.
I don't remember. There's one of them that's real high end that's got plywood in it.
All right,
We
so
did a tour of that one.
So we're here in the living room. It's got the glass ceiling, a mirror ceiling. This is also something that you usually see in 90s models. And it's also got the stereo over there in the wall. You see that on a bunch of them, believe it or not. I don't know if that's a Fleetwood thing or what. But basically they have a tape player that's falling apart. Encore.
By Fleetwood brand. No, that.
Yeah, by Fleetwood. You can see, like, if you may not know this, folks, I'll just tell you because we rent homes and stuff. This is roach feces. Roach. So this house has been infested with roaches at some point. These walls look clean because they've been repainted. Now that doesn't mean that no one would ever want to live in this home again, but it's been filthy at some point.
Yeah, it's been real bad. I know what year it is, by the way.
So here is more flooring problems in the kitchen that they've patched in with OSB again. If it's rotted out one time, it's going to rot out again. So if you put something that's not going to withstand the water, you're just kicking it down the road a little bit.
That's right behind the refrigerator.
Yeah.
So there's some more of that feces.
People have said in our videos, why do you always point at the floor? Well, that's the most important part of the mobile home. That's where you're going to have all your problems.
Yeah, and you can fall through these things real easy in this situation.
Yeah, you can literally fall through the floor. I mean, literally, boom, yeah. Where you're standing on the ground and you're cut.
It skins your legs up pretty good.
Yeah, you'd be all cut up. So you gotta be careful. So this is the little, it's basically the dining room. Remember, this is a single wide. They don't have a ton of room in these. So there, you would put a little round table here, and this is where people would sit and eat.
That's all been replaced too.
Donnie's back there in the laundry room.
Laundry room.
Washer and dryer area. Now, I will say this kitchen has a lot of counter space for a mobile home. Like about, well, A lot of times they have like an L-shaped thing, but it's got more than they usually have, in my opinion.
Like the kickers that they got up underneath it.
Yeah. Where the thing collapsed and they put wood under it to hold it up.
2x4 kickers under there.
We're not here trying to talk bad about it, folks. We're just showing you the realities of it. This is what they do after a while, especially if you don't take care of them. Now, you saw the roaches. The roaches tell you that they didn't take care of it.
Look in this door here, Ryan. Go in there. You ever seen it that bad?
No. So we're not going to show you that. Okay, so yeah, this one, it looks good from the outside. And you remember we were out there saying, oh, they took care of this one. Not necessarily. So this is the master bedroom we're running into. Same thing. It has had extensive floor repair.
Yeah, they used used stuff in the floor, it looks like. Like this plywood.
Yeah, they used plywood in the floor.
And it's different sizes.
Yeah, that's another thing, the thickness you got to worry about.
They did it in there too.
This is the master bedroom. It's got a fairly big closet. You can see the carpet that they chose. I like the carpet.
Panel box says it's a 95.
It's a 95, okay. So this is about as old as they can get and still move them around in this county. Now, the bathroom has something we just saw in the one next to us here, actually. There is a garden tub that's missing, but there's a big mirror all the way around the garden tub. And then also a mirror over the vanity.
And they got the cable line in the bathtub, which I think is the floor soft in there.
Holy crap. Yeah, so you got to be careful. Toilet over here. And then the
Stand-up
shower.
Ceiling's collapsing above your head.
Yeah, we haven't got into that yet. So the ceiling has problems. So, could you fix this? Yes, you could fix it.
Absolutely.
But it kind of needs. So this bathroom needs completely redone, right? I mean, who's going to live in it with the
You got
counter like that?
$7,000 in a bathroom, brother.
Yeah, that's if you're basically doing it yourself.
You got it out. We're doing it all.
This bedroom, of course, needs new flooring. The ceiling actually isn't bad.
You only got probably $700 or $800 in there.
Yeah, you need all new outlets and all that needs to be changed. The windows, you're going to be stuck with really crappy windows. So these are usually were double paned. There's two windows here. Show them the difference in the windows now.
Somebody's jerked them out. You should have a transition strip here. These windows.
So it's the outside window.
Yeah. And it only catches every. These only catch the top and bottom, so you should have another window here.
See the frame on the inside? There's basically that exact same window is on the inside. And that's how they give you any kind of insulation or anything. You have two windows, but one of them, the panes are missing. So you've just got that one single pane of glass as insulation, which,
Yeah, I believe that's a new window.
Yeah, I think that's been replaced.
It looks like that one has two from the sticker on the bottom.
Same issue over here. So basically, you can imagine that single pane of glass. You can imagine how easy that would be to break. Something bumps into it.
A lot of people does this when they put the air conditioner in the window here. And you imagine your air conditioner sitting in here and your window's way back here. So all the water is coming around that air conditioner the whole time and getting into your house.
Yeah.
So it rots this out. That's why this is bare here.
Yeah.
It's supposed to have like
the one over here is all rotted up.
Paneling that goes around it.
You're also, by putting the two windows there, you're creating a greenhouse.
Yep.
And it just gets really hot between those two panes of glass.
Yeah, it's cooking in there.
So, the condition this one's in is really not that great on the inside.
On this side, let's check the other side.
As far as the layout, I like the layout for a single wide.
Layout ain't bad.
You can see this kitchen area, but again, you're walking through the kitchen to get into the bedroom. So, a single wide, they can only do it so many different ways, though.
I got a regular window here we can show them. See, this is how it's supposed to be. You got double windows.
Yeah.
So you got a window on the inside, and you got another window out there. So if you want air, if you open this one, and this one will catch 3 or 4 places, you know. Open this one, then you can open the other one.
Yeah.
So
the traditional hall bedroom here. Well, look at the one next door.
This one had a security system on it. Full-on security system.
You know, this is actually a little bit bigger than this hall bedroom usually is. So it's 14 or so, and again, same idea.
Look at that, 92.
Yeah.
92 over here. Oh, 95 down there though.
Yeah.
92, 95,
whatever that means. I guess it might be September. It might be a full date code, but it does say 95. Okay, so you can see the deal here. They probably had an air conditioning unit. It rotted out the floor, and they replaced this one piece. But look, they didn't replace this, and they didn't replace that. Push down on that a little bit, Donnie.
We're here?
No, the wet spot over there to the left of it.
Oh.
It's still solid. This one looks like it's buckling a little bit. And then you've got something here too. Now that's different. That's not water from outside, that's water from the bathtub. Yep. The bathtub's probably on the back side of that, and it's starting to rot the floor out in there. And you can see that, I don't want to step on it in case I break it, but you see how the floor is bowed. Right? So it's just this particle board crap. I don't know why they do it.
A bunch of PCs in that one too.
So,
but they did put new.
They've cleaned up a lot of it, you know, but it ain't great, folks. Yeah. I personally would not want to live in it.
Look at this. Toe stepper.
Yeah. So see, the reason that's up higher is because they, instead of replacing the floor, they just put flooring on top of it.
And look, it's gone.
Yeah, it's already been rotted out.
Somebody cooked something on top of the truck or something. Look like it's
crazy.
But you see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of sheet drywall. I mean, plywood will do it.
I will say that usually these roofs hold up. Like, see this one in this room? It's fine. Even you saw how the metal roof looked outside. It wasn't great. But once you paint it, they look pretty decent. I don't know how many years it takes for them to start leaking. And I don't know what that problem was in the master bathroom. So here's the hall bathroom. Notice the flooring's different because they replaced it at some point. Probably had to pull out that bathtub and slide the OSB under it. But this is where your rot is coming from in the other bedrooms. So this is like your traditional bathroom. If you go in any mobile home, it's going to look just almost exactly like this, laid out the same. This vanity is actually a little bit bigger than they usually are. If they're not back, so this door is recessed because the furnace is here. If they're not like that, the door will be out here, and the closets will be behind where the bathtub is, and then this furnace will be out here, but the door will be out here so that they can put the closets behind it.
See if you can get a picture of that back there at that angle.
Yeah.
Can you tell that that's at a 45-degree angle?
Yeah. So that wall, you see how the wall's not straight at all.
The whole thing has got waterlogged in there.
It's just...
But it can still be fixed.
It's 29 years old.
Look right here. Huh?
Yeah, there's something going on there.
It can still be fixed.
So, things to look for whenever you're looking to buy one. I like the layout of it. This part of it's pretty traditional, this end. I liked how the master bedroom and the master bathroom was, and I like how the kitchen was. But this one ain't. And I love how the outside looks, actually. Like when I think trailer, this is what I think.
Yep.
Oh, and the thing about mobile homes and manufactured homes. People keep telling us, oh, it's a manufactured home, it's a manufactured home. So I looked it up just to make sure I was right. The difference between a mobile home and a manufactured home, what do you think it is, Donnie?
Pitch on the roof?
Nope.
What?
They decided to start calling them manufactured homes.
Mm-hmm. Well, this
In the 70s, the companies all got together and said, hey, let's not call them mobile homes anymore. Let's call them all manufactured homes.
This is the way I look at it.
So I'm not playing that game, folks. It's a mobile home.
This is the way I look at it. I go to the DMV to get the title.
Exactly. These are titled through the DMV in South Carolina. It's a vehicle.
It's a trailer.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
DMV.
It's not a motor home. There's no motor in it.
Yeah.
But it's a mobile home. You can move it. That's
you can hook it up to your truck and pull it down the road. I mean, you get a vehicle title for it.
all right. So that's that.
Give us a thumbs up for filming it. Subscribe to the channel if you hadn't already, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Now, folks, this one's kind of fancy inside, in my opinion, or it was originally. But we went in one that was even fancier than this that I thought would have been a really cool home at first, a single wide. We'll put that video up here so you can check it out if you haven't already. We'll see you on the next one.